All right, so I actually wanted to come and sit with you guys today to discuss kind of what I think is a real issue taking place right now, and it's kind of the way men and women relate to each other in 2021 in the realm of dating and relationships, right? And I've been listening to a lot of conversations on Clubhouse. I've been reading a bunch of Twitter threads. I've been reading a bunch of Facebook posts. I've been watching videos. Kevin Samuels, Derek Jackson. All of the new online relationship expert guru, all of this stuff, right? I've been listening to it. And I have to say, I think the main issue, because men and women are frustrated today about dating, love, sex. Y'all are lonely, right? We have the evidence about loneliness in America today. Look it up. I'm not going into it. But a lot of the fighting, the anger, the frustration taking place, a bunch of you guys want somebody, but everyone doesn't want to vocalize that they want somebody, because then they'll be called thirsty and desperate. And so you just rather talk shit about the opposite sex. I don't know what that does for you, but whatever. And then hopefully one day you can actually get what you want, right? Shame them to doing what you need them to do. But here's what I want to say. Historically speaking, the way men and women relate to each other is not a consistent thing. It constantly changes over time. Let me give you a brief example. The Vikings, right? I think we'll call it the Danes, but we call them the Vikings. Female Vikings were pillaging and killing alongside their fathers and their husbands and their children. And so the way you picked a wife in that society was totally different than the way you picked a wife in America today. Back when we were hunter-gatherers, many people claim that those societies were very egalitarian, which means there wasn't really people linking up based off of resources and, I want to be with this man because he can provide me with X, Y, and Z. That didn't come until later on. My premise is we are using these 1950s American standards of dating and trying to apply that to 2021, and it's not lining up. It's making a bunch of y'all angry and bitter. And really, what all of you need to do is let it go. Just let it all go. Renegotiate the contract. In America today, most people need 2 incomes to sustain a household. Why? Because most people in America make, I think the median salary in America is around, let me look it up. So basically what I'm seeing here is that women earn a median salary of $47,299 in 2019, and men $57,456 in 2019, right? So men are earning $10,000 more annually than women are in the median, right? So both of you will probably have to work if you want to sustain your household. Most Americans make these figures, and so most of you are going to be dating Americans that make these figures. And so your life is not going to be this 1950s fairy tale. If you are a woman, and guess what? You want to be a mom, most of you will be working mothers. I'm not talking about what is fair. I'm not talking about how we should scope society. Right now, it is what it is. If you want to be a stay-at-home mother, a traditional mother, there is a small minority of men that have the financial resources to actually give you what you want. Everybody wants them. Traditional women want them. Modern women want them. Everybody wants those dudes. They're like 15% of all men in America, which means most of you are not going to get one. Stay with me. I'm not being an asshole. I'm trying to actually paint this picture properly, right? So we know this. Fellas, most of you also don't have it like that. Once again, median salary, $57,456 a year, which means your wife, your partner, you are going to have to rely on her to work if you want to have kids and a family. Let's call it what it is. So why are we using these languages as far as providing? I need a man who can provide. Okay, well, providing means giving you all the resources that you need. I just broke down to you that it is impossible to sustain a family in America today on one income. That's why in most American households, both people are working. And so if everyone is working, and if everyone needs the other to work, if they want to have a family, why are we using this language as far as provider, that we need men to provide, and for men that I need a woman to submit. Well, guess what? She can't really submit to you that much if she has to work. In a capitalist society, money means power. Women have power. Power means they have say. Even if you are the guy that kind of makes the decisions, it's because she's letting you make the decisions. Once again, why are we using these 1950s standards on 2021 relationships? Dude, she has a voice. It's a partnership. It's not you dictating everything that happens. Ladies, looking for a guy to be the provider is not going to happen in 2021. Chances are he'll make a little bit more money than you. 5,000, 10,000 more. But that's probably it for most of y'all. So he can't be the provider. No, should he be the provider? You both are the provider. Both of you are combining your resources to provide for your family unit. And so, if we kind of know how things are going to be towards the end of this thing, meaning most of us are going to end up in relationships where both people are working and we are kind of sharing our resources to support our family. If we know that that is the end goal for the overwhelming majority of us, why are we talking like it's the 1950s? I want a provider. I want a woman who's going to submit to me. Listen to what I have to say. No, we have to update the way we engage with one another. And so, if that's the way we're going to end, then shouldn't the way we start be different? Ladies, I'm going to say it. Why are you holding on so tightly to this need that the man spends on these dates until you guys get together? Because once again, if you find the guy that you're looking for most of you, both of you are going to be working. Meaning you're going to be paying for stuff if you want this family. Why would you not be open and willing to pay for stuff, trying to get to know the guy to be your partner in your future family? Like, I think I'm making logical sense right now. I don't understand why there's this need to hold on to, oh no, he has to pay, right? And you'll hear women say that, oh, they're paying for the date, and it ain't about the money. It's about me seeing how serious he is. It's about me seeing his intentions, yada, yada, yada. No, it's not. You've been conditioned to believe those things. I've told you that there have been points in history where men and women didn't engage with each other off of those things. And so you can choose to move differently. In fact, my argument is America today demands that you move differently. You don't have a choice but to move differently. No choice at all for the overwhelming majority of you. Now, let's say that you know what, crew, I don't care. No, I don't want to move. A man's job is to provide. I am looking for a provider. Okay, cool. Guess what? Are you willing to share your man? Because the pool of men who have the resources to actually sustain a family on their own, they're going to be like 15% of guys in America. Now, are you willing to share this guy that you find and be a second wife? Now, in America right now, you can't marry more than one person, so only one of you will actually be legally married and have the legal protections of being a wife. But are you open to being a long-term girlfriend to this guy? Like, either way, something in your expectations, ladies, is going to have to change. Same thing with the fellas. Get used to a partner when you date. Because guess what? When you're married, you're going to have a partner. If she's bringing in money and resources, she has no need to submit to you. This is a partnership. In fact, for some of you guys, she'll be bringing in just as much as you and more. Do you really want to live in a world where money decides who has kind of the say in all matters of your relationship? Once again, it's not the 1950s. So most of us are going to have partners that are working like we're working, which means guess what? We're both tired when we get home. That means we split the chores. You know why? Because we're both tired. We both been working. We both do the childcare. We both do the cleaning. This is what the new contract has to be amongst American women and men today if we want to have healthy relationships. Because trying to do this 1950 shit in a 2021 environment is killing y'all. It's making y'all vicious. It's making you guys uncomfortable, unhappy, miserable. And I think if you actually allow yourself to to evolve, because we should constantly be evolving. If you allow yourself to evolve into the fullest being you can be in 2021, and you start going half on dates, or your turn, my turn on dates, and men start looking for women to be partners instead of being submissive to them, I think most of you, if I'm being honest, most of you will be happy and find yourself in the happiest relationships ever if you let that shit go. So that's kind of all I wanted to say. I'm not going to talk that long. It's been like, 12, 13 minutes. So let me know what you think down below. Do you agree with Cruel? Disagree with Cruel? Should we finally let the whole, men are supposed to be providers thing go, and women are supposed to just be these submissive housewives thing go? I think we should. I think for most black people anyway, that was not our story anyway. So it's weird hearing black people use this language as if that was our story, but whatever. So comment down below. I'm very interested in reading what you guys have to say. Until next time, guys, deuces.